Hello, my viewers and my dear learners. Welcome you to in this session. We will discuss some questions and answer of social science. It is for the next exam will come for 2023 CBSE board. So let's get start. First question on your screen you can see here. How did non-cooperation movement unfold in the cities and towns of India? You are very well know about that. So you first point, the movement started with middle class participation in the city. The second, thousands of students left government controlled school and college. Many teachers resigned. Lawyers gave up their legal practices. The council elections were boycotted in the most provinces except Madras. Foreign goods were boycotted. Liquor shop picketed and foreign clothes burnt in huge bonfires. Any other relevant point you can write for that, and it is a unit history and chapter nationalism of in India, page 34. You can consider it. It is for 2 marks. You can write any 2 points from there above. The next question on your screen you can see, why is the tourism considered as a trade? Foreign tourists arrival in the country contributing to foreign exchange. Many people are directly engaged in the tourism industry. Tourism provides support to local handicrafts. Tourists visit India for medical tourism, ecotourism, adventure tourism, cultural tourism, and business tourism. Any other relevant point, any 2 point you can write and you get 2 marks. So you can score 2 marks, right? Unit it is taken from geography, lifelines of national economy, page 88. You can see it will be vary page number, right? The next question on your screen you can see, difference between one party and two party system. One party system is what? Countries where only one party is allowed to control and run the government are called one party system. Example, in China, only Communist Party is allowed to rule, right? Any other relevant point you can write. Two party system. Countries where only two main parties contest election are called two party system. The United States of America and United Kingdoms are examples of two party system. Any other relevant point you can write. It is taken from political science chapter political parties and page number 77. When you write the such type of question, it is very important, my dear learners, for your next exam will come. So it is weightage of the this question is 2 marks. I hope that it will help to you and you do better in your exam. Next question on your screen you can see, state the role of Reserve Bank of India. In India, the Reserve Bank of India issues currency notes on behalf of central government. The RBI supervises the functioning of formal sources of loans. The RBI monitors the bank in actually maintaining cash balance. The RBI sees that the bank give loans not just to profit-making businesses and traders but also to small cultivators. Any other point relevant point, any 2 point you can write, you score 2 marks, right? It is taken from the economics chapter money and credit, page number 40 or 48. Page number will vary, right? So this question is important. Now the next question on your screen you can see, read the data in the table given below and answer the question that follows, right? Here is the data, you can easily see it. Read the data and table given below and answer the question that follows. Total production of finished steel in India, year 2015 to 16, 2016 to 17, 2017 to 18, 2018 to 19, 2019 to 20. In 2015-16, it is a 106.60 ton in million tons, right? It is written in million tons, right? In 16 to 2017, 120 120.14 million tons. In 2017 to 2018, 126.85 million tons, and 2018 and 2019, 101.29 million tons. Like this one, compare this one, year 2015-16 and 2019-20 data, and given any one reason for the reduction of production of steel in India. Dear, you can compare, you are very well know about how to read the data and how to interpret with the data given in your question. You see, high cost, limited availability of cooking coal, lower productivity of labor, irregular supply of energy. Any point you can write for this question, right? It may be no any point. So here is given 4 points and you can write any point. You get 1 mark. The second question here, why is the production and consumption of steel considered as an index of a country's development? The steel products are used as raw material in different industries. It is required for export. It provides machinery for ensuring country's growth. Any other relevant point you can write. Here is the 3 point. You can write any point. You get 1 mark for respected question given here. The next question on your screen, my dear learners, it is for 3 marks. Why do most of the rural households still remain dependent on the informal sources of credit? Limited availability of banks and rural areas. People in the rural areas face problem with the regard to documentation. Absence of collateral is one of the major reasons which prevents the poor from getting bank loans. Rural people get easy loans from the richer households through informal ways. Any 3 point you can take and write for this question. So here is the 4 points. You can skip 1 point and you can write the 3 points. You get the 3 marks for this question. Like this question will ask in the examination, right? I think that it will be the most important question because it is related to rural households, right? So it is taken from economics, unit economics, chapter money and credit, page number 50. Page number again I am repeating, it will be vary. The next question, it is given in or. You can choose among both. How do self-help groups help growers to overcome the problem of lack of collateral? Explain. People can get timely loans for variety of purpose and at a reasonable interest rate. SHGS are regular in their savings which can be used as monetary help. Members can take a small loan without collateral to meet their needs. Due to timely repayment, bank also lend loans to SHGS. That is, SHGS means self-help group. Self-help group. So any other relevant point you can write here. Here is the 4 point. You can write 3 and we score or secured 3 marks. It is also taken from economics and chapter money and credit, page number 51. Right? I hope that it will help to you. The next question on your screen is, you can see here, it is taken from history unit and nationalism in India, page number 35 and 36. It is page number is related to NCERT book. You see here, tribal peasants interpreted the message of Mahatma Gandhi and the idea of Swaraj in another way and participated in non-cooperation movement differently. Justify the statement. Like this question, like this pattern, question will ask. The answer will start here. First point, spread of militant guerrilla movement in Gudem hills of Andhra Pradesh. They were against colonial policies. Their livelihood was affected and their traditional rights were denied. Their leader Alluri Sitaram Raju was inspired by the non-cooperation movement and persuaded people to wear khadi and give up drinking. He wanted liberation by the usage of force. The rebels attacked a police station and carried on guerrilla warfare for achieving Swaraj. Any other relevant point you can write? To be evaluated as a whole, it is a 3 marks question. So you can write all. Here is the 7, no, 6. To be evaluated as whole. It is taken from history and it is the chapter name is Nationalism in India. We are discussing the social science question which will ask in exam CBSE board 2023 exam, right? Board exam, right? Next question on your screen you can see it is also containing 3 marks. Examine the role of political parties in democratic country. Parties from and run governments. Parties play a decisive role in making policies for the country. They recruit leaders and train them. Parties that lose the election from the opposition. Parties shape public opinion. Parties provided the common man accesses to government machinery and welfare scheme. Any 3 points you can write, you get 3 marks, right? It is given taken from political science unit and the chapter name also political parties. Page number 74. The question number 9 on your screen you can see here. It is the question. It is very important and it this question weightage is 5 marks. So let's get a start. Democracy's ability to generate its own support is itself an outcome that cannot be ignored. Support the statement with example. This statement we are going to support it, meaning it's going to be explained, right? But with the examples. Like let's see. First, democracy ensures that decision making will be based on the norms and procedure. Every citizen has the right and means to examine the process of decision making. Democratic governments are accountable, legitimate, legitimate and transparent governments. People have the right to choose their rules. Democracy gives its citizens the right to inform about the government and its functioning. The democratic government is people's own government and it is run by the people. Any 5 points you can take from here. Here given 6 points, you can write 5 points for this question and you can secure 5 marks. I think that this question is very important, right? So you can revise it. Included in this question or option is given. You can see here is also the statement. There is an overwhelming support for the idea of democracy in South Asia. Support the statement with example. Democratic government is people on government. Countries from South Asia want democratic rights for people. Countries want to elect their representatives by themselves. Democracy provides dignity and freedom to its citizens. Democracy accommodates social diversity. Democracy is based on the idea of discussion and negotiation. And example India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan. Any 5 points you can choose from here and write. But here in the 6 point you must write this country's name and you can sharp your answer. Then it is also taken from political science and outcomes of democracy. The chapter name is outcomes of democracy. The page number is 92. Right? The next question on your screen. It is also containing 4 marks. It has also or option. Now, examine the role of information technology in stimulating the process of globalization. Again, I'm going to read this question. Examine the role of information technology in stimulating the process of globalization. Technology has been changed rapidly. Telecommunication facilities like telegraph, telephone, including mobile phone, fax, are used to contact and access information. The third point helps to communicate from remote area. The fourth points development of satellite communication devices. Computer have now entered almost every field of activity. The sixth point one can obtain and share information through internet. And the seventh electronics mail and talk voicemail across the world at negligible cost. And the eighth point has played a major role in spreading out production of services across country. Any 5 points you can choose from here and write and secured 5 marks for this question. The next question on your screen you can see here. Assess the impact of globalization on India and its people. Globalization has resulted in more choices of the consumers. This has improved the standard of living people. MNCs have increased their investment in industries such as cell phones, automobiles, electronics, soft drink. New jobs have been created. Some local companies that supply raw material to MNCs have also benefited. Some local companies have been able to invest in newer technology and production method. Globalization has enabled some large companies such as Tata Motor, Infosys to emerge a multinational company. And the point number 8, companies providing a service have also benefited by globalization. The 9, flexibility in labor law. And the 10, expansion of unorganized sector. And the 11 points for this question, stiff competition to the local producers. Any other relevant point you can write, but you from this given points you can write 5 points. You can secure 5 marks for this question. Again, it is also taken from the economics chapter globalization. You know very well, you are very familiar about that globalization, right? And the upper part is it also called from the globalization chapter. My dear learners, for this one we can see here no more question for that, right? So you must be watch this video or it is very helpful for the next exam. My dear learners, have a nice day to you, and today that is that's it for this session. Thank you.